So far there's only one turn-based tactical RPG available in the VCS store, so if that's what you're looking for, Days of Doom is currently your only choice. Thankfully, Days of Doom is polished, complex, carefully designed, and excellent. As is the case with this kind of game, it's fairly grindy, so you'll be going through combat after combat and run after run to expand your roster, unlock upgrades, and get further on your way to the Sanctuary. Days of Doom is a post-apocalyptic game where you're going to die, over and over, and each run leaves most, but not everything, behind. The frequent party wipes can be a downer, especially when you get wiped quickly into combat, but you'll slowly upgrade to collect more resources, and most crucially have a larger roster to pick from prior to each run. Eventually you'll have a random selection of items and beneficial runes to take with you. I initially tried seeing how far I could get each run, but I frequently got to the end of the third stage before the boss fight took me out. Eventually I realized it'd take grinding through lower levels to improve my roster, and eventually I might be able to get through all 6 stages. Even though the game is fun and addicting, it seems unlikely I'd be willing to do the work it'll take to get to the end. However, there's more than enough tactical fun to be had regardless of whether I eventually complete the game or not. Days of Doom is tough, and you'll quickly start working through different party combinations to get defensive strategies and attack chains worked out. Character placement is also key. If you earn enough currency during a run, you can add a party member or two to your lineup for that run at a shop, which makes a huge difference. Play the game enough and you'll unlock additional characters as well. Each run doesn't have to be about winning, and in fact I found myself ending runs frequently to take my coins and start again. You have a gas meter that limits how much exploration is possible, but I still found myself grinding through combat through the first 2 stages to upgrade and level up. The runs can take a half hour or longer, but thankfully you can continue each game easily, although there is no real indicator your game is saved and you have to trust the system. Thankfully it works just fine. Days of Doom began life about 5 years ago as a mobile game, but Sneakybox's work making recharged games for Atari got the two together to essentially redo the game as a PC and console title, with deeply expanded gameplay, graphics, and more. The game's $30 price tag might make it a harder sell on the VCS since it's one of the most expensive games in the catalog, but you'll easily get your money's worth. The game has also been on sale recently, and at something like $15, it's worth the purchase even if you aren't sure you want a turn-based post-apocalyptic RPG. I really like seeing party tactics develop over time. Some groups are meant to smash and kill, while others are more defensive and tanked up, waiting for enemies to approach. Enemy tactics need to be considered, from bosses that explode into multiple smaller enemies, to bosses that can send area of effect damage across the battle grid. Although there are items that heal yourself or can be used on others, and generally one campsite per stage where you can get some of your health back, your party's health is the most important and most difficult stat to manage. Ultimately, your party can only get so far until you level up, pay for upgrades, find new party members, and get better teams. Days of Doom is also available in a physical edition for the Nintendo Switch, and I think this game might be particularly suited for portable Switch gaming. Even though Days of Doom claims in its description to support the classic joystick, I couldn't get it working, either wired or wireless, as the stick wasn't able to control the main menu. Days of Doom's a highly polished, high-quality game, and it's probably worth a look even if you aren't super into turn-based RPGs, due to the depth of its tactics and overall interesting presentation. I particularly like the story-based random encounters and the overall look and sound of the game. It feels a bit like a zombified Oregon Trail mixed with turn-based RPG combat, and I found myself doing just one more run throughout my time with it. If you're into turn-based RPGs, this is a particularly good one, and the game is recommended at full price and on sale for anyone else. Thanks for watching. I'll have more game reviews and other videos in the coming months, so like and subscribe to be a part of it and help spread the word. I'm also taking part in the Avian Knights World Tournament on January 7th in Utah, so keep an eye on the channel for videos and more in the coming weeks. Have fun!